11 carries, and a touchdown. That's crazy. 10 yards a carry he was averaging against them. Iowa State, I'm telling you, Iowa State, man. Iowa State they're good. They're really good. They're really good. The Big Ten we're on right now, though. We're scrolling up for the Big Ten. Um, and I'm trying to see if I can find another Big Ten team to talk about up here on the list before we see one. And if I see, I'm not seeing one right now, but oh yeah, here we go, right here, the Big Ten team. Here we go, Big Ten, Nebraska versus Purdue. That game went down, and they were at Purdue. I gotta say, y'all, Nebraska. Listen, Nebraska with Dylan Raiola, they got their quarterback. They got 4 wins on the season. They only had 5 last year. I'm sure that Nebraska will get more than that. They're trending upwards for sure. But if I am not mistaken, they did not score until Nebraska did not score until this. I can't remember if it was the second half or not. I had to pull it up just to be 100% sure. But when I was watching, because I was watching film, but I gotta remember that I watched so much film, y'all. It's ridiculous. Like I'm watching game after game, and I'm trying to look at things and point things out. And so yes, they didn't score until the second half, y'all. The Boilermakers held Nebraska Cornhuskers scoreless in the entire first half of the game. I don't know now. This was a lapse on coaching. And you have to say that, because you can't say it was the players, depth, whatever. Because if you hold them down to no points in the first half, it's scary, because you don't know what you have to make adjustments on, because I played such a good game. And I've been telling people that Boilermakers are right there in a rebuild. I think that Purdue is building something over there that is going to be a good product in the next upcoming years. I like the way Hudson Card's looking out there. I really do. He was 18 for 25, 174 yards and a touchdown. He also had an interception. Dylan Raiola, true freshman, 16 for 26, 244 yards and a touchdown. But I like what they're building over there, man. I really do. And to hold that team scoreless in the entire first half, and I know that they like playing conservative, because you don't want to put too much on Dylan Raiola right now. Matt Rule doesn't, which is a good thing, but you can't overlook that. You just can't. And and look, let's go. Now we on Indiana. I told y'all this team. I like Rourke. I like Curtis Rourke. I like saying Ryuk. I like saying Curtis Ryuk, right? Because it sounds better. You know what I mean? Y'all play Street Fighter. Oh, you can't, like, it just sounds rough. It just sounds hard. Curtis Ryuk. You know what I'm saying? It's Curtis Rourke. Like, you know what I mean? It's Ryuk over here on Truckin Chubbzy. You feel me? He'll thank me for that. Like, yeah, pronounce it like that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but that's how I like. Maryland in this game, y'all, 66% of their offense was passing, 34%. They ran the ball 34%. Indiana had a very balanced game, man. Kurt Signetti is over there, had a very balanced game, even with them having 359 yards. That is perfect coaching. They had 174 yards rushing on the ground, 38 attempts, 174 yards. They had 36 attempts passing, but with 359 passing yards. That offense over there is just great. I mean, to go and Curtis Ryuk had a bad game. I would say he had a bad game. I would not say this was a good game for Curtis Ryuk at all. I would not say that it is, because for the simple fact, Curtis Ryuk he was 22 for 33, 336 yards, as y'all can see, 3 touchdowns, and he had 2 interceptions. The 2 interceptions, that is not a good game at all to have 2 interceptions, but that goes to show how good this Indiana defense actually is to bounce back and to stay in the game against locked team, like to Mike Locksley, to stay in a team like that with Mike Locksley being the head coach.